Hello everyone. Today we are going to explain a feature called as product bundle on the platform ERP Next. I hope you like this video. So in simple words, a product bundle is a master where you can list existing items which are bundled together and sold as a set or a bundle. On the screen, you can see below the items on the items table the set of items that are in a product bundle called as set of plastic chairs. How to go about on creating a product bundle? We go to the product bundle list, we click on new, we select the parent item, we create one if not already created. We make sure maintain stock is unchecked when creating a parent item, example a dinner set. We enter a price for the parent item. This will be fetched when making a transaction. We enter a description for internal use, and we enter the products to be bundled in the items table and enter the subsequent quantities that we want to be bundled together, and then we save it. Now, to further explain what a parent item is and what a child item is, I'll give you an example. So, for instance, if we want to sell a smartphone, and we need to ensure that the charger cable and SIM ejector pin are delivered with it and stock levels for these items get affected together. Then, to address this scenario, we create a product bundle for the main item, that is the smartphone, and we list the deliverable items together in that. So, the phone, the charger, the cable, the SIM ejector pin are so called the child items, and the main product is the smartphone, in which all of these products that consist of in the box in the smartphone box are there together, and when there is a sale of one of these items, the inventory for all of these items get affected. A product bundle can also be seen as a bill of materials on the sales side. So product bundle in the sales transactions. So when making sales transactions, sales invoice, sales order, delivery note, the parent item will be selected in the main item table. On selection of a parent item in the main item table, its child items will automatically be fetched in the packing list table of the transaction. On submission of the transaction, the system will reduce the stock level of child items from the warehouse specified in the packing list table. So now there is a whole lot of process that has to be followed on ERP Next from the time that a client gives us an order until we deliver that item to the customer. So the process goes as: once we make the product bundle, after that we make a quotation for the order that has been received. After that we make a sales order, followed by purchase order, purchase invoice, delivery note, and finally sales invoice. And once all of this has been complete, we can move to the stock ledger, where we get an updated view of what has been sent out from our stock and what remains in our stock. Now, coming to the first document that we have to submit to ERP Next is quotation. So in simple words, a quotation is an estimated cost of the products or services that you as a business are selling to your future or present customers. So on the picture in the screen, you can see that in this invoice, we have put in the items a dinner set. So the dinner set is our product bundle, which we have created in the previous slide. So here in this quotation, we have quoted a dinner set of two quantities, and per set is 350 rupees or whatever currency you choose, and the total amounts to 700 AED. So this is the quotation that we formed. And always remember that in the quotation, you can, in the items, you can put in the product bundle that you've added. And in this dinner set, it might consist of one chair or two tables or 2 chairs, 1 table, whatever you've created as a product bundle. So that can be added in the quotation. Next is the sales order. A sales order is a confirmation of an order from your customer. So in simple words, it is usually a binding contract with your customer. Once your customer confirms the quotation, you can convert your quotation into a sales order. So it is advised that before creating and using a sales order, you create the following, that is customer and item on ERP next. And once you create a quotation and you go on to make a sales order, the data that has been entered on the quotation can automatically be fetched into the sales order. There is a packing list on the sales order which is linked to the product bundle and appears only when the transaction involves a product bundle. The packing list table will be automatically updated when you save the sales order. If any items in your table are product bundle package, then the packing list will contain the detailed list of your items. And you can see that on the image that is displayed on this screen. So there are two items which is dinner set. So in dinner set there is table involved which is of two quantities, and on the second item again dinner set which has wooden chair of 4 pieces. So our product bundle, one product bundle was of 1 table and 2 chairs. So there are two product bundles that had been quoted. So that is why the quantity for table is 2 and quantity for chairs are 4. After the sales order comes the purchase order. So a purchase order is a binding contract with our suppliers that we promise to buy a set of items from them under some given conditions. To explain the whole flow, first, we given a quotation to our client, and once he accepts that quotation, that is transformed into a sales order. Now, once the sales order has been submitted, there are two things that happen. One is that we check our inventory, and if we have sufficient goods in our inventory to suffice for the sales order, then we necessarily do not have to put in a purchase order. But if we don't have sufficient inventory, then there's a material request that comes in that we do not have enough inventory. So a material request is submitted, and then we put in a purchase order with our supplier that we need these goods by these many dates. So in this picture, we've put in a purchase order for some tables and chairs, which is 10 quantities of wooden tables and 20 quantities of wooden chairs, and which is required by 24th of June 2021. Following the purchase order comes the purchase invoice. A purchase invoice is a bill that we receive from our suppliers and against which we need to make the payment. On your screen in the picture now, you can see that previously we had made a purchase order for 10 wooden tables and 20 wooden chairs, whose rate is also shown on the picture on the screen. And the total amount that we have to pay is 8,500 AED. So this is the invoice against which we have to pay our supplier for the materials they give us. Next, after the purchase invoice has been paid and we've received our goods from our supplier and it is ready to be delivered to our customers, we prepare a delivery note. A delivery note is made when a shipment is shipped from the company's warehouse to the customer. And a thing that has to be noted here is that it is advised that before creating and using a delivery note, we should create a sales order, because all the details from the sales order can be fetched onto the delivery note. So on the screen, you can see a picture of the delivery note where the product bundle dinner set of two quantities is shown, and what consists of that product bundle and which is being delivered to our customer inside that product bundle is shown in the packing list. So there is the parent item, which is the dinner set, then the item code, which shows the items within the product bundle dinner set, is the wooden table and wooden chair. And wooden table is of two quantities and wooden chair is of four quantities. And once we submit this delivery note, you will see that the stock ledger automatically gets updated for our inventory, that these many goods have been put out of the stock ledger against this delivery note. So the final step is of sales invoice. A sales invoice is a receipt you send your clients and against which they make you the payment. The sales invoice generation comes after submitting the delivery note. And on the screen, you can see a picture of the sales invoice. This is of the same example that we've been doing of a dinner set. This dinner set, as we had put in a quotation of two quantities, here the sales invoice also shows two quantity, and each quantity is of 350 and the total amount is of 700. There are some additional features that you can put in the sales invoice, which is linking this sales invoice to a marketing campaign or to a set of salespersons, which we'll explain in the upcoming further videos. Now is the stock ledger. A stock ledger is a detailed record that keeps track of stock movements for a company. As I told you, that after you submit a delivery note, the inventory automatically gets updated. So the stock in our stock ledger automatically gets updated. In the picture, you can see that the first two transactions against which we had created purchase order and purchase invoices to our suppliers, and they delivered us wooden table and wooden chairs of 10 and 20 quantities each. So both of them are in green color, which means an inwards in our stock. And after that, the transactions which are in red means an outward shift in our inventory that have been delivered to our clients. So this stock ledger shows an updated inventory list for a company.